said, "God be with you." He was right.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you, God.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I would like everyone to remember to go to that's local or abroad to go to www.laketv8.wikispaces WIKISPACES.com and join Lake TV8. It's only $12 a year. We're going to be reading out of Jack Harris, The Emperor Wears No Clothes, and then Curtis has some more information for us about medical marijuana in the military. Okay, this is Harvest Time, page 14, out of Jack Harris, The Emperor Wears No Clothes. By August, after only 3 months of growth, Timken's hemp crop had grown to its full height, 14 feet, and he was highly optimistic about its prospects. He had hoped to travel to California to watch the crop being decorticated, seeing himself as a benefactor to mankind who enabled people to work shorter hours and have time for more spiritual development. Scripps, on the other hand, was not as an optimistic frame of mind. He had lost faith in a government that he had believed was leading the country to financial ruin because of the war. And that would take 40% of his profit from his income tax. In August 14th, letter to his sister Ellen, he said, when Mr. McRae was talking to me about the increase in the price of white paper that was pending, I told him I was just fool enough not to be worried about that kind of thing. The price of paper was expected to rise 50%, costing Scripps his entire year's profit, $1,125,000, because Scripps had newspaper companies, for those of you that weren't with the show before last. Rather than develop a new technology, he looked for an easy way out. The penny press lord simply planned to raise the price of his papers from 1 to 2 cents. The demise on August 28th, Ed Chase sent his full report to Scripps and McRae. The younger man also had been taken with the process. I have never seen a wonderful yet simple invention talking about the hemp decorticator. I believe it will revolutionize many of the processes of feeding, clothing, and supplying other wants of mankind. I also have a picture of the decorticator I'll show everyone here in a minute. Chase witnessed the decorticator produce 7 tons of hemp herd in 2 days at full production. Schicklin could anticipated each machine would produce 5 tons per day. Chase figured hemp could easily supply Scripps' West Coast newspapers with leftover pulp for a side business. He estimated the newsprint would cost between $25 and $35 per ton, and proposed asking an East Coast paper mill to experiment with them. Much of the report was made from this. It will determine the practicability of the cost, transportation, and manufacture. By September, Timken's crop was producing 1 ton of fiber every 4 tons of herds per acre, and he was still trying to interest Scripps in opening a paper mill in San Diego. McRae and Chase traveled to Cleveland and spent 2 hours convincing Timken, while hemp herds were usable for other types of paper, they could be not made into newsprint cheaply. Perhaps the Eastern Mill, after all they experimented with, wasn't encouraging. After all, that was set up to make wood paper pulp, so it came out a lot differently for their test. By this time, Timken too was hurt by the wartime economy. He expected to pay 54% income tax and was trying to borrow $2 million at 10% interest to retool for war machines. Sorry about that for my headshot there.
Beautiful.
The man who also a few weeks earlier could not wait to get to California no longer expected to go west at all that winter. He told McRae, I think I will be too damn busy in this section of the country looking after business. So after he was hurt by the 54% income tax, and he was trying to borrow the $2 million at 10% to retool for war machines, the decorticator surfaced in the 1930s when it was touted as the machine that would make hemp a billion-dollar crop in articles and mechanics engineering and popular mechanics. Once again, the burgeoning hemp industry was halted this time by the Marijuana Tax Act of 1937. And here's a picture of the decorticator, people.
Oh, look at that. The thing of beauty.
Oh, no.
So we're going to need some of those corner decorticators, right? When it comes time.
Oh yeah, this one is a more this version of it is a little bit more this is old 1930. The ones they have nowadays that they're using in Europe and things like that don't even have wheels on them. It's like in a machine
Combine thing.
Yeah, that processes a lot of it. And the ones they have in China are actually, I believe it's Manila, which is somewhere in Asia. So that's going to be a really good thing when that happens, and the hemp processing probably be a lot quicker these days too. They said this could do a ton an hour. Probably what they have nowadays could probably do 25 tons an hour.
Yeah.
Did you have some information more that you wanted to read about the for medical access, and then
what we've got here from medical from the Veterans for Medical Marijuana Access is some statistics here. We got number one, 981,834 veterans came out of Afghanistan, Iraq. The vets treated at the VA hospital in the hospitals and clinics is 425,538. That's 43.3% of all vets in the Middle East. And three, vets diagnosed with mental health issues by the VA hospital and conditions are 193,879. That's 45.6% of vets treated by the VA. We got also vets diagnosed by the VA with PTSD. I'm in the 114,908, 27% of the vets treated by the VA from this war. Well, that doesn't really include me. I got screwed up before the war, but that's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
With post-traumatic stress, that's over a quarter of vets coming back now. And vets with approved PTSD claims, there's only 53,000. Why is that? That's only half. They should all have these claims, and that's only 40. That's a whopping 46.2% people. Come on, you need to get the VA. You need to get with the program. Okay, I got another thing here. We have a really famous Marine veteran who's forgotten. His name's Drew Carey. He hosts The Price Right. Right? He says that he clearly thinks that the government should reclassify medical marijuana and says that all vets should have easy access to medical marijuana if they choose to use it.
Yeah.
All right, Drew.
Good message.
All right. And I believe Michael Phelps has showed up again, folks. Michael Phelps. Come on. Come on, Michael. Come on. You want to sit in my chair? Come on, Michael Phelps, everyone. Michael Phelps. Come on, sit in my chair, Michael. Come on. Come on. Sit. Come on. It's okay. No one can hear you. What? He's after what happened last time. I'm sorry, folks. He's just don't want to come on camera. Okay, Happy, you going to do a song for us?
Sure.